Good morning, Jeffrey Paul with an inspiration for you. Have you ever felt like you were building and building and nothing got built and you just quit? Have you ever felt you needed to rebuild your life, rebuild your body, rebuild your mind, rebuild your spirit? Well, I just got done with an incredible study on the rebuilding of the Temple of Jerusalem and the wall of Jerusalem over and over the centuries and centuries and centuries of people trying to rebuild something that was built and then tore down, or that started to be rebuilt and didn't get built very much. It just went a little bit. Well, I want to relate that today in our inspiration about your life, about you rebuilding maybe dreams that you started to build and you kind of plateaued or you flatlined. Maybe it was just the simplicity of getting yourself healthy and you gotten worse. Because typically when we're building something and we stop and we're in the middle of construction, it's not a good time to quit. It's a time to really dig in, like I shared yesterday, and put the thrusters on and move past the difficulties. Well, I want to tie to you the lesson that was incredibly related to biblically in regards of Ezra, a guy I don't think that you probably hear much about, and Zephaniah and Zerubbabel and all these Jewish names that were beautiful men and women of God who took it upon their minds, hearts, bodies, and lifestyle to rebuild the wall and, of course, the relationship of the temple. What does that mean to you? Here's what it means. The temple is you. You know, you've got to be able to know that that temple is the housing of God within you that needs to be built. And that building is more than just being strong. It's much more than being good looking. It's so much more than that. It's about that beauty I talked to you about over and over again inside. That beauty inside that continues to give you the ability to rise over circumstances and situations in your life. And so often we start. There are so many good starts. And what happens? We stop. We get discouraged. We get disappointed. We get opposition. We get, failure. We get fear. We get worry. I could go on. The list is just incredible that stops us, just like for, the best one. The best one. I'm going through my mind with all the different names of all the different people who tried to rebuild the wall and rebuild the temple in the biblical state of Jerusalem. That it is amazing over and over and over again. But it's not by your strength and it's not by your power, but it's by the Spirit of the Lord thy God. That's the scripture that I want you to be inspired by today, to rebuild your dreams, your hopes, your goals, your wishes. It is absolutely the important knowledge within you to recognize that it's not by your strength, it's not by your power, but it's by the Spirit of God giving you strength and encouragement. Yes, you've got to take the first couple of steps. Now hear me. You've got to take the first couple of steps and keep taking the next step if it's the right step, as I've shared with you, in your goals and your dreams and your desires and your physical and your mental and your spiritual. You've got to take those steps. But if you take those steps, not only is momentum take place, but as you listen to that still quiet voice within you that I've shared with you over and over again, you begin to soar into a spiritual realm that the supernatural, the supernatural, incredible, and called miracle things start to happen. Some even people that don't understand the spiritual will say, you got so lucky. The reality is to rebuild your life, to rebuild your dreams, to rebuild the structure around you, whatever it is, takes you to start out as Zephaniah and Zechariah and all those people that tried to rebuild the wall and the temple, your wishes. The reality, in fact, I see Megan's on right now. Megan, I want to tell your story just for a moment. Megan just got a blessing of blessings. She had found one home after another that she wanted to buy and make it her home for life with her and her husband, Josh. And you know what was incredible? What was incredible, she kept losing one deal after another. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. There was discouragement. There was discouragement. And yesterday, a miracle. the best house, the best dreams, the desires of what was from their very beginning 12 years ago in their dreams and hopes came to pass, better than expected. But that's the same process because they didn't give up. They didn't give up. They didn't give up. But it takes more than hope and energy and effort. It takes your supernatural belief, your faith. It'll happen. It'll be. And keep visualizing that house, the temple, that wall that will protect you, that will strengthen you, that will happen in your life. That's what it takes to rebuild your dreams, your hopes, your goals. So one more summary on this that I'm challenging you today. Don't lose hope, but don't just work at it with your strength and your power alone. You will continually hit that wall of limitation. You'll continue to hit that wall of frustration. You'll hit that wall of discouragement and stop. Those that were working on the wall of Jerusalem and the temple in Jerusalem hit those discouragement, hit people trying to take them down, all kinds of things. And they got discouraged and stopped. And that's why it would sit for so long until Nehemiah said, we're going to rebuild the wall. And he did it through everything that needed to be done. And all of a sudden, incredible support came, incredible finance, and all the things that he needed came to him. So here's your hope. Start to believe and take the next step towards your goal, towards your dream, towards your wishes, towards your house, towards your relationship, towards your job, towards your health, your wellness. Take the first natural step, then take the next natural step. But then, keep maintaining your spiritual faith within you, listening to that voice of God tell you it's going to happen, and you're going to soar off in the spiritual realm and see the supernatural take place. And that's how walls are rebuilt. That's how dreams are restored. That's how the goals are accomplished even greater than expected. That's the way you're going to be as you continue to walk in faith, walk in belief, walk in hope, and be encouraged. I hope this challenges you today, because tomorrow I'm going to take you to another level in our teaching on Sunday. So today, rebuild your dreams here and here, and know as you do, all is going to unfold one step at a time until He takes you and lifts you up to the supernatural. Are you ready for the supernatural? Are you ready for the dream to be fulfilled? Then start walking. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow morning.